Hello and welcome to Command & Conquer Replays. Today we have a 4v4 match for you on a map called Redemption Part 2. I couldn't find Redemption Part 1, but there you go. So Hole 9 is the host. Hole 9 is in yellow and Bob as well is in blue. Just below, for some reason it's not showing me their names, but that's who they are, Hole 9 and Bob. Team 1 is at the bottom. Team 2 is at the top, so just so you can see where they're positioned. Hole 9 is the only player that's moved his construction yard, and all teams are coming out with troops. Looks like Chef's coming out with quite a lot. Looks like a bit of a rush tactic, sending them as soon as they're built, but stopping them at the bridge to defend. Let's run through our players. We've already introduced Hole 9 and Bob. We also have FantasyMaggot, which is a fun name, and Liability, which is maybe a funny name. That's Team 1. Team 2 is TheChef, Blue Soviet in red, Chessmaster 2000, and IceField in green. Teams just scouting and defending from scouts. And we'll just try to keep an eye on things. Quite a large map. Aftermath is on this map, so that means that production is capped at 2. So production buildings such as construction yards, war factories, barracks, they all cap at 2. Whereas when Aftermath isn't on, you can build up to 12 and the production speed will increase the more that you build until 12. I checked that out in the community because I wasn't completely sure where the caps were. And Team 2 now coming out with tanks, and I haven't seen a tank yet from Team 1, and just mowing over men. We can see that Hole 9 and IceField in Team 1 and Team 2 have built naval yards, and I imagine a naval fight will take place shortly. Liability now has some light tanks out to combat the chef, who is scouting for the first time Team 1's base. Not a good sign. And FantasyMaggot in pink as well, also with the tanks now. Hole 9 sending some light tanks in too to presumably run over the men here, the defending men. Quite a lot of men. That was a big loss for the chef. Meanwhile, Liability also has some light tanks here, and looks like FantasyMaggot with some forces as well at the bridge. What else is happening? I can see on the map that Bob has built a huge base up towards Hole 9. And construction yard down for the chef. The chef now only with 1 ore refinery. If that goes, the chef will be out of the game. But with so many tanks from Blue Soviet, it looks like his support from the allies is going to save him in that aspect. FantasyMaggot now coming in with his forces and going for ore trucks, while Blue Soviet going to the defending point. Meanwhile, we have a naval fight between Hole 9 and IceField. Fates are on in this match, but I haven't seen one yet. And IceField just getting chased away there a bit by Bob. Bob coming in with the tanks, while Hole 9 comes in with the boats. This could be the end of IceField. This could also be the end for Liability. Both players on the front line, so no shame in going down first, especially when you're the cannon fodder positions. So just some facts about Aftermath. The extra units you get in the allies is Medic, Chrono Tank, and Demolition Truck. And the extra units you get for Soviet are Missile Subs, Tesla Tanks, Shock Troopers, Mad Tanks, and also Demo Trucks. And it looks like our two cannon fodder position players have been, for the most part, taken out. Also the chef trying to come in for whole 9 here. Quite a lot going on at once. There goes IceField, first player out. Hard luck. Sorry for jumping around here. And it looks like the chef's forces haven't really done any serious damage. In come the MiGs by Blue Soviet to support his tanks and finish taking off Liability. That should be my name in these games, Liability. Okay, and the chef coming in, whole 9 sailing up. His construction yard is on the run. If I kind of think earlier, if a FantasyMaggot had have went in with whole 9 and Liability when attacking the chef, he may have been taken out of the game, but if ifs and buts were cherries and nuts. Again, whole 9 running his MCV away. This could be the end of whole 9. He does have enough to build a construction yard in the bank. Liability just being finished off there by Blue Soviet. He does have enough in the bank for a construction, for an ore refinery, but he doesn't have any MCV anymore, so that's his dream shattered. As Blue Soviet keeps the pressure on, moving forward to the next player on the path, and that is FantasyMaggot. Fantasy just not enough tanks to defend with. A couple of troops in the ore, but not enough to make a difference. It's hard really to see a way out of this for FantasyMaggot. And trying to run away, but running away too late. Maybe if he ran away a little bit earlier, he could have got in beside Bob. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. Quite a lot of tanks built up here by Chess Master, and looks like Bob's coming in the middle as well. Not sure where he's going with the tanks, but he is coming in for what looks like an attack. A random ore truck there by FantasyMaggot in Bob's base. So because the production is capped at 2 production buildings, for want of better words, it's a good idea to build the shock troopers to spend that money. Shock troopers are very good against tanks. Quite expensive actually. They're more expensive than a tank, I believe. I'm not quite sure the exact price. And they can be lost very quickly with V2s and the missile subs. But because you can only produce so many tanks per player in this game, shock troopers is a good alternative to try to spend that money. Looks like FantasyMaggot is now pretty much completely out of the game. I still see some... Oh, they're dead. And Blue Soviet now moving on to Bob's base. At this point, it looks like it's pretty much game over. Just while we're watching the endless match, if you like the video, please click the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to the channel. And please leave comments below. Let me know what you're thinking. If you want me to review one of your games, please send through to the email address on the YouTube account, and I'll certainly have a look at it. We can see Chess Master coming in with the missile subs, which I assume are going to make short work of this base extension by Bob. We also have a couple of presumably paratroopers there, and Bruce will be coming in with the MiGs to slowly chip away at Bob's base. Bob still has quite a lot of tanks, but it's just not enough to take out 3 players. Essentially, it's 3v1 at this point. Maybe if Chef was taken out earlier, it might have been a different story. The team seemed fairly even. Yeah, and the shock troopers have the advantage of not being able to be ran over by tank. Sometimes people try, and that is a big mistake. When I'm fighting shock troopers, I treat them like tanks, and I just attack them like tanks. When they're kind of grouped together, it's better to do damage to a lot of them at once. But if you can get a V2 or a missile sub to hit them, that's a lot of money wasted. So he just lost like 4 shock troopers there. Each shock trooper worth over 1,000 credits each. That's 4,000 credits. And the missile subs just destroying any buildings built too close to the water. Tesla coil just chipping away at Chess Master's tanks, but with quite a large base. I don't think Chess Master's really worried at this point. In come the V2s. Missile subs as well, just going for the tanks. Missile subs are very good at stationary vehicles. But unlike the ally alternative of cruisers, they don't shoot automatically, which makes them a little worse, probably. Still, 1 missile subs, because they're obviously kind of hidden under the water. 1 missile sub can do a lot of damage to someone's base. And fair play to Bob, he's fighting the last man, it seems. Eventually, Chess Master is coming in. I was going to say Chef Master with his tanks. It looks like it's game over. Another interesting fact is that the point system in the ranking is calculated exactly the same way as is done in chess. So the point system for ELOs in chess is the same formula as the point system in Command and Conquer. Both very strategic games. Looks like Bob has sold up, but I think he's maybe forgot about this ore silo here. That he's still left. 8,000 credits after selling up, but not a chance with a 3v1 at the end of the day. Good game, fun game. Makes me want to play myself, but unfortunately I don't have time. Let's look at the statistics. And we can see Bob has came number 1, even though he was in the losing team. It says Blue Soviet wins. Bob, 150,000 credits and 300 kills. So he has the most credits, the most kills, and the 3rd most buildings raised. Blue Soviet coming first in team 2 in the winning team. Chess Master getting the 2nd largest gallery of 4. And the chef actually getting 3rd most kills, doing very well, especially for someone with a handicapped base like that. The only surviving player on the front lines, the chef. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.